Hello and welcome to Advice of the Week. This week you're going to learn a simple practice to help you look at situations differently. What you're going to do is only look at the facts of the situation without attaching any stories to it. So go ahead, grab a piece of paper and a pen, and we're going to work on some examples together. Okay, let's start with kind of a simple, basic example. Let's say someone bumped into you. Okay, someone bumped into me. The facts are someone bumped into me. Let's say you're fine, nothing bad happened. It was just you got a little startled or something. Now, one of the first stories that is created is your expectation of this person. So, the first story is expectation. You expect this person who bumped into you to probably say, "I'm sorry," or "excuse me." So once they don't say, "I'm sorry," or "excuse me," you go on to some other stories here about who this person is and things like that. So you might say, "What a rude person." Or maybe, "What a beep." You call them a name or something, right? Or maybe, "Nobody respects me." Right? So now you have this first story that they should say this to you because they bumped into you. And then since they didn't do that, now you have all these other stories, right? How rude they are and what a blah, 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 and that nobody respects you. Okay. So all this is doing is creating more stress to your life for no reason because you're fine. Nothing happened to you. You didn't hurt yourself. Everything is okay. It's just your ego that got upset, right? Because this person should have said, "I'm sorry." They should have said, "Excuse me." So now they're rude, they're a blah, 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 and they don't respect you. And now you're so upset over this little bump. So some people look at it another way and they say, "Oh, try to think of something else, maybe more positive or whatever. Oh, maybe they were sick and they're just rushing to the bathroom so they didn't throw up on you. So now they're a good person and your ego feels better." Or maybe, "Oh, their grandpa died, so they're sad and they're not really with the program. So you forgive them because they didn't know any better." Or maybe they're running late for something really important and you're like, "Oh, they probably didn't even notice that they bumped into me. It's okay." But these are also stories, and you don't have to create these stories either, because what it is just a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. All you have to focus on, or not focus on, is just the fact that somebody bumped into you. That's all. And it just makes it so much easier because then you don't have to spend the rest of your day thinking about all these stories that don't exist and they don't matter because you're just creating them in your mind. And then what you can do instead is live your life and do something productive, because this is just causing more stress and more difficulty in your life. So I hope you like this exercise. I know it's a very basic example, but it's something that can happen throughout the day more often than you might think, especially if you're not aware of it. So it's easy to create these stories in our mind instead of just accepting things for the way that they are. And once you do that, you are more free, your mind is more free to think about other things that matter instead of this that really doesn't matter. The expectation that I talked about in this example is not like an expectation that both parties agreed upon. So for example, if you loan someone like $1,000 or something, and you agree that this money should be paid back within 6 months, and both parties are aware of this, and both parties agree on this. So this expectation is clear, and it's not a story. It's not something that you made up in your head. Both parties know it, and this is what's going to happen. The more clear you are about your expectations, the less room there is for stories to happen and for you to put expectations on someone else, which is a story, that they don't know about. And then it can cause so many other issues that really don't need to be there. So I hope you like this exercise, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And if you like this video, please press like and subscribe so you can get new advice every week. Have a great week.